Neon shadows. The sound of neon lights hummed overhead as Violet strolled down the rain-slicked street, her boots splashing through shallow puddles reflecting the endless skyline of towering chrome buildings. The moon loomed overhead, partially hidden by static glitches in the sky, an anomaly nobody could explain but everyone had learned to ignore. Her purple hair, glowing faintly from nanofiber strands, caught the light as she adjusted her black mirrored shades, scanning the cityscape with a practiced gaze. "You're late," a gruff voice echoed through her earpiece. It was Dex, her handler. His voice was distorted with static, the result of some low-grade encryption he'd insisted on using. "Clock's a concept, Dex. I'm here, aren't I?" she muttered, her lips barely moving. A figure darted through the alleyway to her left, a flicker of movement in the corner of her vision. Violet didn't turn her head, she just adjusted her shades, their HUD overlay flashing a quick scan of the area. Heat signatures popped up, identifying 3 individuals hidden in the shadows. "Any complications?" Dex asked, his tone suggesting he already expected some. "Nothing I can't handle." "You trust me, don't you?" Violet smirked, her eyes locking onto the red blip representing her target, a few clicks away by foot. "Trust? Yeah, sure. It's my job to trust freelancers who owe me a favor," Dex replied sarcastically. "Favor? I'd call it settling a score," Violet said, her voice cold now. "You sent me on that gig in the sprawl. You knew it was a trap." Dex was silent for a beat. "You survived, didn't you?" "Only because I don't play by the rules." Violet's fingers tapped the side of her shades, zooming in on her target's location. He was holed up in a tech joint near the water, probably surrounded by cheap mercs with more guns than sense. "Tell me this op is better planned." "Better doesn't mean safer. He's got corporate backing this time. You get in, retrieve the shard, and get out. Simple." "Yeah, simple. Like every gig that almost gets me killed," she said, turning into the alley and disappearing into the maze of back streets. Her pace picked up, but her heart rate stayed steady, a testament to her years navigating the dangerous city underworld. A low whirring noise caught her attention, a soft drone sound just above her head. Violet glanced up, catching sight of a small surveillance spot buzzing around her, its lens zooming in to get a better look at her. Her hand moved in a blur, pulling out her silenced pistol and taking one clean shot. The drone shattered into pieces, its metal parts raining down on the alley below. "You got company." Dex's voice returned to her ear. "Nothing serious. Some scavenger eyes. It's handled." She approached a rusty door in the back of the building, which blended into the graffitied walls. It looked old, but Violet knew better. This was the kind of low-key entrance only used by those with something to hide. She slid a small data spike from her pocket and inserted it into the door's access panel. A few seconds later, the door hissed open. "Inside now." "You still got eyes on me, Dex?" Violet asked, stepping into the dimly lit corridor. She could hear the faint hum of tech around her, likely cameras or automated defenses. "Always. You're 2 floors up from the target. Elevators are off-the-grid figures, given who we're dealing with. You'll have to use the stairs." "Convenient," she muttered, glancing at the stairwell at the far end of the hallway. Her boots echoed lightly as she made her way up, each step calculated. The closer she got, the more the feeling of being watched settled in. She wasn't alone here. She rounded a corner on the 2nd floor, gun drawn, and immediately ducked as a volley of gunfire erupted. Bullets ricocheted off the metal walls, sparking in the dim light. "Thought you said this was low security," Violet snapped, sliding behind a pillar for cover. "I said better security. You know the difference." Violet grit her teeth, slipping a small EMP grenade from her belt. Yeah. I got it covered." She rolled the grenade into the open, and a soft pulse followed. The gunfire stopped abruptly as the merc's weapons shorted out. Violet moved fast, stepping out from behind cover and taking down 2 of the guards with well-placed shots before they had a chance to reboot. "Clean," she said, wiping a bit of blood from her cheek and continuing toward her target's office. Dex's voice was back. "You're getting closer. Don't get cocky, Violet." "Who, me? Never." Her pulse quickened slightly as she reached the door to the target's room. It was reinforced, a heavy metal structure meant to keep out the casual intruder. But Violet was far from casual. "I'll give you 20 seconds," Dex said. "You in?" "Watch me," Violet grinned, setting a charge on the door and stepping back. The explosion was quick and controlled, the door crumbling inward as she moved in with her gun raised. Her target was waiting. A slick corporate exec with a neural visor and cybernetic arms stood at the back of the room, a shard of data clutched tightly in his metal fingers. He smirked. "You freelancers are all the same. Think you can just stroll in and take what you want?" Violet didn't respond, her gun trained on his forehead. "You've got 2 options. Give me the shard, or I take it from your corpse." "Bold words," he said, slowly placing the shard on the desk in front of him. "But if you think you're walking out of here alive..." Violet didn't let him finish. A single shot rang out, and the exec dropped to the floor, a clean hole in his forehead. She grabbed the shard, slipping it into her jacket pocket as Dex's voice crackled through her earpiece again. "Got it?" "Yeah, I've got it. Now get me out of here." "Already on it. Extraction points on the roof." "Better hurry, company's on the way." Violet sprinted to the window, smashing it open and scaling the side of the building like a shadow. The city's neon lights reflected off her shades as she disappeared into the night, just as a squad of drones swarmed the building behind her. "Another day, another payday," she muttered to herself, a wicked grin spreading across her face.